Shit, yeah, thanks for checking back at the channel again, guys. Appreciate the support as always. Also, shout out to Heavenly Detailing, Auto Pro Kill Kenny, and Carlos Classic Muscle Cars for supporting Big Mal's World. Well, for the third straight year, I find myself at the Melbourne Showgrounds for MotorEx. So they said it's going to be the biggest one ever. Let's go take a look. Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah, getting ready for day 2 motivation. And yeah, I've just ordered me Uber, so let's flick it around, take a look. Shit, yeah.
Shit, yeah.
How are you, mate?
The ride is awaiting, man.
Yeah, it is. What do we call this? Uber Classic? Might try and keep today's video not quite as long, so that way I can get it out tonight, and then tomorrow's video, or however many other videos it's going to be, will probably just be normal, hectic, long ass videos, just looking around at everything. But yeah, for this one, we'll try and keep it a bit short and see how we go. Let's go into custom world. As you can see, it goes back for miles, so we'll see how we go. Well, if you can hear me, yeah, they definitely said it was going to be the biggest one yet, and it's hectic, but they've got heaps more stuff on the outside area for like kids and family event type stuff as well, which is good compared to last year. Like there's rides and show rides and all that sort of stuff out there, which there wasn't the last 2 years. But yeah, super hectic in here, and when they're not doing this stuff, they've just got music cranking the whole time. So, but yeah, some seriously nice cars here, so let's keep looking. Shit, yeah. Well, all right, well that's a bit of a look around in the custom world before the unveils. We'll go back and check out the unveils after. And now we're just gonna head into Superstar world, so let's go check it out. Shit, yeah. They said it was going to be the biggest one ever, and they weren't joking. Like, it's hard to even get around here, it's so big. But check this rig out. Like, no tailgate or anything even. Tailgate's all smoothed off. So much crazy custom work. Check out underneath. Crazy, all smoothed out like that.
Something in the engine base and they go like that. And then you see go like that. Are these boys going to hit?
Man, this is going to be one of the nicest Ford Utes in Australia. That thing's crazy. Check out this Monaro. I did see photos and stuff about it. From memory, 22s on the front and 26s on the rear, so just massive, massive wheels. It's actually got a big blown Hemi engine in it, so it's just rad.
That's funny. That's what he said too. Just good
So this is the ProFlow Performance built HT Monaro. Epic ride, probably one of the most custom Monaros in Australia at the moment. Even the grille is a full billet. It's no plastic like the original one. Full billet steel grille. Like I said, big Hemi, supercharged Hemi. Just all the craziest stuff on this car. It is ridiculous. I think maybe I've seen this Monaro last year, or no, earlier this year at Motivation. I remember these taillights and stuff and all the custom work. And I think it was here, I think it was in Perth for Motivation, so what a car. Big 427 twin turbo. Have a look underneath. Crazy. This is the Cam Waters car that was on display here last year up in the performance or industry section, whatever it was up the top there, but you could hardly get around it last year. You couldn't get this close to it, so this display is much better for checking it out, that's for sure. It was next to the truck and stuff last year, and yeah, it was hard to see. Couldn't really check it out at all, really. How's the wheels trick? Crazy nice interior. Whoever's decision it was to not have music going in the Superstars booth this year, that's absolutely awesome. Maybe not as interesting for the people walking around, but yeah, it's just better, giving you a bit of detail on the cars, stuff like that. So yeah, that was a good decision. This Monaro was here last year, I think. Maybe it wasn't, I'm not sure now. Pretty rad though. That's a super nice car. Seen this at Adelaide Auto Expo and maybe here last year, I can't remember, but definitely at the Adelaide Auto Expo anyway. Cool car. Just a couple more in this back corner to check out. This is an eye candy one. I've seen it here the last couple of years in a row and at Adelaide Auto Expo. I think this thing was here last year. How's that in detail work under there? Crazy. Maybe it wasn't, I'm not sure. Big FRs on it. Coyote engine. With a supercharger, of course. And then we've got a 32 or 34, I'm not too sure here. Big engine. Alright, that's a nice car. This Prem was here last year as well. Ooh, the black roof just looks sick.
No, we're going to that section. Hey.
Got to see the interior in this car. This thing is next level. It's like the dark colours and stuff just look sick. Underneath, rad as you would expect. It's kind of like a pretty well a standard and a must. Yeah, that's a nice car. All right, on to the next one. Pro RPM, this car was unveiled here last year over in the Unveil Hall. And a 582 big block as the interior. Such a cool colour. I feel like they've done something different with the lighting again in here this year too, because the cars are looking heaps better than last year. Like with the lighting, I don't know. Not as much glare and stuff. It's heaps better. It is normally black in here though, so I'm not sure what they've done or if they have done anything or not, or it's just, I'm using a different camera this year too. I had the GoPro last year. Check out this, That's pretty rad. Alright, well I think that's pretty much checked out every car here in the Maguire's Superstar world, so some super nice cars. There's that greenish black Monaro there towards the end. All the custom bodywork done to that thing, crazy. Like the nose cone and guards and everything are all molded together, so they're like one piece and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty epic, pretty nice car. Just all around the doors and stuff, all the chrome work and all the stuff has all been removed and sort of all molded. And if you look at this Monaro here, obviously like where you have the nose cone joint and stuff, you didn't have that on that Monaro back there. It's all been removed or molded in. Pretty rad. All right, off to the next spot. Shit, yeah. Got the Summer Nats Grand Champion car here from this previous Summer Nats. What a car. This thing looks rad as hell. Catch these lowriders as they come past. Well, this is part of the something they're doing different this year, doing some cruise routes.
Wait, fine.
So I did see this on the schedule that there was going to be multiple different cruises this year. I didn't know where it was going to be, how it was going to work, but yeah, it looks like it's out here near the Real Street section, so that's cool. Giving his suspension a workout. So it looks like I only just came out of the pavilion and just caught the end of it, but there is a couple of different ones. There's like tough cars, there's cool cars, there's 3 or 4 different cruise sessions throughout the day. So yeah, that's a new element to the show as well, which is pretty rad. Looks like they just cruise, I don't know where they go, from around the back somewhere and then up the what used to be just the normal Real Street section up here. So again, just another awesome element. I'm surprised they can actually do it because it wasn't really like very closed off or anything. It was just a couple of people in front and at the back, and yeah, just cruising up. So, but anyway, I'm glad they did something different like that. Shit, yeah. Looks like they've absolutely jam-packed the Real Street section as well this year. So I'll come down to the bottom and then yeah, I'll probably just have to blast past a heap of them. So down the bottom at the start though, you've actually got the Hack Shop Garage guys' cars. So that's cool. Got the Monaro, the XE, and then the Ute as well.
Protection engineered to deliver when you need it most. From the fast lane to the school run, from peak hour traffic.
By the show-winning Maguire's Superstars. Head across to the Maguire's Superstar Pavilion to grab yourself a superstar bargain. Don't miss out. Check out our latest releases, exclusive models, and must-have collectibles today. Oz Wheels, built for the fans, driven by passion.
Shannon's is giving motoring enthusiasts.
This is basically the lineup through Real Street to get into Portelli World. So this was actually the unveil hall the last couple of years. So yeah, this year is Portelli Hall, which is just a whole collection of his cars. I think there's also a DJ stage and a bar and stuff in here, some tattoos and shit. But yeah, anyway, we'll go take a look.
So, what's the most recent thing you've done? Look at that. I made a device that smell drinks with called.
Can't even get up there, it's 2 packed, so hard pass on that deal. Let's get out of here. This is the giveaway Monaro, 250k or 200 grand cash. Tough choice. Be pretty keen on that Monaro though. This is the OG UC smoke burnout car. Actually seen this car ripping skids at Murray Bridge once before at the Speedway at a big comp when we used to have some comps in town, so that's pretty rad, quite a few years ago now. I'll say it again, they said this was going to be the biggest one ever and they were not joking. It is absolutely chockers. Real street section is huge. Cars parked just everywhere. Everywhere there wasn't cars last year, there's extra like pavilions and things set up over here, which I haven't even had a look at yet. And like, yeah, just way more real street cars than any other year. So much to see. So much to see, crazy.
Everything's just like
So he's got the full Subaru running gear and stuff in the back. This was in the Haltech performance booth once before, a couple of years ago. the V-Man's P76. So I've seen some videos of him cruising around with Dave and the Aussie Garage guys at Summer Nuts last year, Dave from Bad Q Garage. And yeah, possibly catch up with him around the place today if I see him, but yeah, it's pretty hectic, way more hectic than I was expecting, that's for sure. Sorry. Like this year, everywhere that they could put a car, they put a car, like everywhere. It's so crazy. So many cars here this year. And then of course with so many cars, there's so many people, like it is insane. Insane, like lineups for food and stuff way bigger than normal. It's crazy. Nope, there is wheels there. It's not just parked there, right? Coffee and donuts and burgers and pies and loose juice, which is a must. Yeah, wow, how insane. Like they're in between cars there, like in between cars there's cars, in between pavilions there's cars. It's crazy. There's cars everywhere this year. Like the previous 2 years out in this section here, you just had like 2 small sections of car displays. But this year, there's tons of cars there. You got the stage, you've got like rides and stuff. Yeah, like it's crazy. And then all down here behind there, what was like the performance pavilion last year, there's cars all lined up all the way down here. There was none of this last year or the year before. There's lowriders and stuff up here, just all Commodores and Fords. There's just cars everywhere this year. Like anywhere around behind the pavilion, in a corner, wherever you turn, there's cars wedged in everywhere, so it's pretty rad. Insane. Wow. MotorEx, blown away. This is the Street Machine Drag Challenge display section. All these cars that have been on Drag Challenge the last few years. I'm getting dynoed over here, but you can't see it. Yeah, don't know. It's so packed everywhere you look here. Hit 1400 horsepower, it was puking some stuff out, but yeah, that's decent. Shit, yeah.
Events around that.
Just going to go back in now and check out some of the cars, or all the cars that were unveiled, so pretty rad. Once we can get around them all, of course. Where is he? One that's just been unveiled here now.
Yeah, so we need to really sort the cars that look very much like an S&P.
How are you, mate? Good, good.
So everything was just done quite.
I'd like to thank this people, group of people around you.
Yeah, so I'd like to say thank you to Michael from Curtis. The emergency sticker on the back of the car. Unfortunately, my brother passed away a couple of months ago. It's how Bill being here and getting us detailed and ready.
Well done. Thank you. All right, thanks, Janet. We have another one to Travis, good, thank you. All right, so we're going to go here helping at the old man field. Beautiful. Okay, let's make it back. We've got another few right here. So let's take the covers off and see exactly. So you bought it, drove it a little bit, and then what, did it sit in a garage for a while, or give us the story?
It was sort of a project car to start with. And it was a grey motor, wouldn't have enough power to keep you in trouble. So parked it and built another 5 or 6 cars, and some of them have been unveiled here.
Have here, and then let's take the journey back.
It's pretty strong 202, 471 fuel injected flowing chassis. It's pretty tough underneath. It's built for a lot more horsepower than it's handling currently. I've got a lot of cars with some wild engines in them, so the idea.
Very nice. All right, now colour choice. Surely it wasn't that colour when you bought it when you were 15.
Kind of like the pastel colours. I think they give it.
The phones are recording. What do you love?
I love the fact that I sort of have this image in my head from a long time ago, and now it's come true. And it's always going to be a great straight 6-cylinder. Always going to have a problem 6-cylinder car. So that we straight car with driven grain hail and shine.
Okay, grain hail, really?
There's a list, but more importantly, probably Gary, who finished it off, who redid everyone's work. Thank you, mate.
All right, thanks to Shannon's. We have another one to unveil in a moment or two. We're going to whistle and do all sorts of. Johnny, come over here. Let's move a little further away. That's the way. We need 2 people in here. I mean, just like we rehearsed, gentlemen. Let's get them in here and let's rip the covers off. Right, Johnny, what do we see?
It's a red Veil colour, original turbo. I bought it 15 years ago. I was 17 years old. I never thought I'd put it on, to be honest. It's just, I was happy. First time I built it was 4 people on the street. I got one of them over the first sub, so I went to run the tree really good. And yeah, it's out here.
It's more to that.
I had a bit of an inheritance, and I left a budget of 50,000. So it's an Apple leather with an Alcantara. The shoe fronts and twin shoe buckets in the back. Basically, the whole car's wide inside. There's nothing else. I'd like to thank, first of all, I'd like to thank my wife for not paying attention to half of the things she says, because I'm always on the phone texting or organising something for the car. And that's complete auto tuning, compromise, spot on performance, done a job. Everyone's done a good job. I appreciate everyone, so I appreciate everyone being here.
Very good. Okay, very quickly, and finally, what happens to now? You're going to drive it?
I'm going to drive it, but I want.
So what we've got is a 1968 Camaro.
Okay, just hang on. 1968 Camaro, everyone! No, louder, let's go, come on. It's incredible, it really is incredible. The boot goes up, hopefully the bond will come up in a moment or two. All right, tell us a little bit about it, mate. Where did you get it first off?
So I imported the car from the States about 8 years ago. So make it how I want. And it's kind of just, as they always do, they snowballed from there and just went up and up and up and just sort of sky's the limit as such.
So AXE, axe marks.
A bit of a hatchet. So my theory is that there's been a split.
Right, so you get it over here. What happens to it from there?
I stripped the car, and then basically for most of the build, it was in my fender to do it once, do it right. So that was the base car is everyone sort of on there. She's actually 2 weeks pregnant at home. Yeah, so she's fully supportive of everything I do. So obviously can't thank her. You know, Brent and Roman for putting in the effort, the hours, and executing everything beautifully. Yeah.
To do, and then we've got 2 more really special unveils as well. Thanks to our Shannon as well. Red right here, okay. So, first of all, we can see photocopies that have been printed up beautifully, some old paperwork there. If anyone comes over and has
Paul Bauer, the owner of the car, couldn't be here today, but what we've got for him is basically in memory of his mum.
Okay, so before we say too much more, I reckon we should take the covers off it right now. Let's get in there to room.
They took 8 years to build the car, and they drove together as a family. This time around, he went in for a paint job, a couple of touch-ups.
That let you take a vision just beyond a race car, right? The little details, the trim, making the presentation so perfect. Tell us about that team and how hard was it to find a group that could bring the vision to life?
So version 1 was built by,
Right into the tyres here, so it's strapped up and we've got the tyres, and there's a beautiful old originals.
Yeah, that's right. It's not to a really high level to try and get it back to
what's beautiful as well. Like I say, right now, Tommy, it's within a millimetre of itself as far as the detail is concerned.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, look, I think Paul, back in the car. Take Mum to the Fire Riding Custom Club. Frank was one of the founders of the club. So everybody's seen this car around the fire for basically since the early 2000s.
Touch with the mirrors underneath, so we can have a look at what it looked like when it came out of the factory, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing. Alright, so let's have one more massive round of applause for Brendan Pollard, the whole team. That is absolutely incredible. What a beautiful restoration. Thanks to Shannon's, the uncovers tour, Andrew Hawkins, and over too. We have 2 incredible uncovers coming up for you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Really, we're chasing Jordan 2.0. That's what we're here doing.
Well, a custom IRS drag car.
Oh, look, this car will be ahead of time for a long time. The only way to beat this car is to copy. Today, you said it earlier, we set out to be number 1 and...
JD race boarded head, Pro Mod 110 turbo, custom manifold on this down the front, CPC inlet.
The new action comedy, Bad Boys, Ride or Die, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Hey, we believe everyone has a thing, and your thing is pride in your project car.
Performance shifters and even turbocharger systems.
Shit, yeah. All right, guys, well, that's going to wrap it up from day one here at Maguire's MotorEx. I haven't even been, there's actual full sections I've not even been to yet. I haven't been up into the trade pavilions. I haven't seen all the real street stuff, which will probably be different tomorrow potentially anyway. But yeah, so I'll come back tomorrow, Sunday, take a bit more of a look around and get some more stuff. So, but anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video enough to consider subscribing to my channel. If you have, go ahead, give the video a like, put it in the comments what you liked about it, what you liked about MotorEx, all that sort of stuff. And as always, thanks for watching and living in Big Mal's world. Shit, yeah.